This video is going to be on the basic setup of the service that I have usually done on Saturday nights. It doesn't have to be done Saturday nights, it just has to be done after the bulletin has been finalized. Over time I learned that sometimes finalized bulletins get refinalized late on Saturday, so I just started doing Saturday night, but it could be done anytime. It could be done on Thursday when they're finalized. But what I do is I have a text file called traditional service, traditional.txt. It's right here. I launch it first. I take the information that's in the bulletin that's been emailed to me and put it here in this list. The name of the sermon, the date it is that we're going to be broadcasting, time that we're broadcasting. This we don't need to mess with. This is our list of licensing. That stays. There's a purpose for this, the way this is laid out, and I'll go through that as we proceed. Whatever the scripture is going to be, and again the name of the sermon title here. On down here is a list of what music will be presented. When we go on air, we're required to have listings of the names and the who wrote the music, the copyright information, and that kind of stuff. So that's what all this contains. So you can see on this particular example, we have a person going to play the piano for the prelude. This is a song he's going to do. Our opening hymn is here, and then the author of the song is here. Offertory, worship songs that we're doing here, closing hymn, and then who's playing the piano at the end, or the organ. Below that we just have a couple of little advertisements for people watching. They can find us on Facebook and YouTube or on the internet, and then a listing of who all is on staff here at Jasper United Methodist Church. Now, the reason I create this is when I go to create the service online, I need this information. So I do that first, then come over here to Google Chrome, sign into our Facebook page, and click Home, click Live Video, and create event. Then over here you'll see there's an area that says description. I can bring this up, highlight it all, and copy it into the clipboard. Come over here in description and paste it. So that gives the people at home a list of what all is going on. It also includes all the copyright information that's needed and our licensing information. Then I take this top section of it, and I copy it and put it as the event name. So now I've created a Facebook page that you can see what's coming up this particular week. By default, it doesn't have a cover photo here though, it's just blank. So if I click upload, there's a list of some cover photos we've used in the past. Usually we've just been using this one as our cover photo. And I click open, it uploads it to Facebook, and now you'll see it over here on the presentation page. Next thing to look at here is the date and time that the service is going to go. And here you'll see it's got the date today or tomorrow. By default it always chooses tomorrow. If I do Saturday, it's today. And then the time. We always start the service online at 2 minutes until service time. So I would type in 10:58:AM. And that would put what time the service is going to start. Then I would click next, go to settings, stream, and by default we use what they call a persistent key in Facebook. And that way that they issue us a key stream key every week. But if we use a persistent one, it uses the same key every week. So if that's the same, the next step will be easier. So click persistent, confirm that it says those last 3 or 4 letters are there. Just kind of look at those and see FIR is there. We'll look at that in a minute. And then click create event and wait for it to create. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to create an event right now. So once that's created, then you can go to the Jasper UMC YouTube page. It's not signed in. If it's not signed in, we always sign in as preacher at jasperumc.org. In case it's not signed in, I keep a page, a text file up here that has the password for that page. You'll need to sign back in. And next. It usually stays logged in, but every now and then, every few weeks or so, it has to be redone. Alright, so now I'm logged in to the Jasper UMC Georgia YouTube page, and now I have the option to create. So I'm going to click create, go live. I've already got one scheduled, so it's going to show that one, but normally there's nothing here. I'm going to go schedule stream, reuse last week's settings. I mean, why change it? And the same kind of a copy paste that we did down here. Control C, Control A, Control V. Oh, I forgot to tell you on that Facebook, take out those ugly lines on the top. Oh, and create any spelling. And I'm going to copy that and put it up here as the title. So there's that information. I'm going to click next, next, and here's where you would set the date and time that you want the service to be. YouTube requires you to type this in manually. So 10:58 space AM. It's very important it's done like that. If you don't put the space or you don't put capital AM, it's not going to take. So take it just exactly like that. And then you will click done and it creates that page. Let's see, okay. So that concludes how to set it up there. Now let's look at Caster. So once you are doing the service, we send everything to a company called Caster, and then they send it to Facebook and YouTube. So here is the Caster sign-in. Click on that, and here's where it sends to Caster. Now, since we only have one service right now, we're not using these 2 9 o'clock, but we are using the 2 11 o'clock ones. Excuse me. So Facebook, remember I said pay attention to that FIR that's on there. If I come over here and edit, here is that key, and notice the last letters of it are FIR. So that confirms that that persistent key was a correct persistent key. And the YouTube key has something similar. We didn't really look at it, but it has a streaming key also. So at around 5 minutes till the service, you can click these and that will start this application. It'll cause it to start waiting for us to broadcast from our broadcast software. And then when we start the broadcast at 2 minutes till, it will automatically put these online. Okay, so that is our Saturday night setup. And that concludes this video.